Please. Pana judgment. Simbabira. Yanu wabia pana wabia kuona president wao, wabia kuona citizen president wani, wabia kuona president wani. Wow. So please, let's sit down, please. Apo, wana kuona hutapana. Atika chini, magamti materialist, nemwiwa kalai pasa. Wabutu materialist atirera, imutirera kalai pasa vye kato. Kan kalai pasi. Pakantu kitapo kalai pasi, please. Judgment, get ready. Wana kalai pasi. Judgment. Bongo wakame. Tuenda bongo tunafuti. We got the stars, and we got the wow. We got the stars. That's my good. Yo. And we got the stars. We got the wow. Is in the house. Yeah. Turn it up. Everybody, run like a fugitive. To save the life I live, I'm gonna be like a kid. Everybody say pull up. So, play a pizza. Energy. Radio. I'm on the and then I take a scout. Radio. I have to run like a fugitive to save the life I live. I'm gonna be like a let me see some cigarettes. I so I can meditate. Yo, Zimbabwe, please so brighter. When he come down, go to us and said, one or two money, because they represent the show. No weapon. Good again. I tell keep going higher. Listen, success don't go down like how we are doing God. In the days it is all right, but in the night it's when the monkeys come out. Well, this is we ain't going anywhere. We right here. Zimbabwe! Zimbabwe will not die, young people will save it. As you really put the good away the young people, the city I will teach young people. The city I will teach young people. kuseri ngabveko security batsirei munhu wese ari kuseri ngabvekoko umuntu woke obvemva kwetendi asuke khona ngapho ayengela indawo yokuhlala ngaphansi kwetendi ngona ayathola indawo yokuma kwenye indawo phalapha tinokumbira vari mberi moita senge munogara pasi kuita kuti vari kumasure vagona yacela lonke elimi eliphambili lihlale phansi ukwenzela ukuthi abasemuva labo babone ngatifambe ma-champions leadership up ngathi greatest up pesa security ngathi vepapo tese anosina nzvimbo mutende zvinoreva kuti panhasi macheya edu aita mashoma asi pamusangano wotera tawedzera saka tinokumbirai nemweya werudo kunge muchibva mutenda uku tinokumbira vari kuseri kwetendo vamwe vachienda iri kuita nogaaapapesa hatigare pasi tese tigoona Champion League Fondo, Champion League Spana, Champion League Wende, Champion League Zizai, Champion League Baba Harare, Champion League Morin Kadimangu, Batuane Pogara. Para Bagati Gare Pasa, Italian Pasta, Ari Tureni Pasi. Namusi ndigamba chivenga ari dzireni pasa hatigare pasi kuita kuti varumashuri akwanise kuonawo tese tauya pano tauya nemufaro saka ngatigare pasi tese tione zvatafambira pano uye zvotidzo zvatauya kuzounzwa vari kushure kwetendo vasingazokwanisi kuona kumberi endai necheshure kwevanhu ava vari mberi garai pasi mutendo munhu wese akamira tinokumbira ubude imomo kana uchiziva kuti haukodzere kungori mutende imomo chero wagara pasi simuka zvakaipa kuzosimudziwa tiri kuda ma-champion league members apa chete hatiteka leadership vese makamira ibva ipapo vese makamira kudai mese ndikukuona inoziva imese hamukodzere kunge muri mutende imomo saka ibvai mutende imomo security tibvise vanhu vese vakamirawo uyezve ozotibatsira kubvisa vese asingakodzeri kunge ari mutende champion timgende batsira nesecurity kuti vanhu vakati wese anozva nafa kunge ari mungabve chipindira mberi apo ngatigare pasi apo ipapo ngatigare pasi vari kumashuri vaonewo shanduka muzimbabwe Nelson Chamisa kumashure leadership tinokumbira mese munge muchibva ipapo kana takukumbirai toda vanhu vane discipline Ademota Beta AEP 5314 inapa moto pako unobatsirwa anemota Delta AEP 5314 enanobatsirwa pamota pako. Sam. Papa. Atidi kudabana mazita edu. Vanhu simukai pagara vanafonga chigara. Nokuti ndokuziva chakudomana nemazita chikusumudzai. Saka atidi kukusumudzai kudaimeka. Vana champion Sam vakagara. Champion Sam. Papa. Hey, Papa, let's get this. Let's go, Papa. Hey, Sam, come here, Sam. Come here, Sam. Come here.
No boa, mano. Kita ke mama aja bahasa, mano.
Chacha, siwezi tanga mnagapo. Biwe yote tunafukama. Tunafukama kueleza. Tunaweza hadi kile. Yes. Ah, detalle. Yeah, no. Maji ya baita. Yote kiacho mfunzo anda ruche. One people, one nation, one vision. One people, one nation, one vision. One people, one nation, one vision. Tukuwabulaga. You got Zimbabwe. And that very good, very good. Time Bululu. Kanapa. Mukaona tabata standa. Wakuru anengwashuka ndizoka. Ndizoka. Very good. So wakatuabuda pano. La kumbira mfanamano. Usoborosha nduko Mzimbabwe. Marathon, marathon, marathon. Yeah. For so. Aha. Munuwese. Zimbabwe, sauti mazimbo kariba saditi patikana shano kiza kuna isoto sinduka anatone notoni mulingo and this could go on, this could go on, this could go on. Chamisa, 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 Kono jini muno kuna kutunga miri Zimbabwe iende kinani Kono jini muno kuna kutunga miri Zimbabwe iende kinani and these people say na Jesus Chamisa cheti Wedengara Chamisa cheti Zimbabwe ati Chamisa cheti now I ati Chamisa cheti Jesus Chamisa, I got you. Chamisa, Tinokuda vana uyu takamupiwa naMwari tinomuda vana uyu takamupiwa naSare tinomuda vana uyu takamupiwa naMwari vana uyu tewedu kansela wabuyavo konotini munogona kutungamirira Zimbabwe yedekedani konotini munogona kutungamirira Zimbabwe yedekedani konotini munogona kutungamirira vana yedekedani konotini munogona kutungamirira vakadzidza vawane basa konotini munogona kutungamirira vasina keso Nyika yedu ili kutakupi ikienda kupindizwa muna inopasa kutizivisha kuti nyika ili papi ili kwenda kupi is none other than the citizen's president advocate Nelson Chamisa. Bitakura muntu wese agere pasi weta uri koko uri papi sumuka muntu wese ngasumuke wanamapo pakona apo muntu wese ngasumuke Umamudanga Chamisa oye Kure takavanaye Kure takavanaye Bati wakamkosana Kura takavanaye Kura takavanaye Kura chamisa Kura takavanaye Kura takavanaye Kura takavanaye The champion in chief, the people's president, the citizen president, advocate, Nelson Chamisa, Wasasa Zamu. Murmudis Varoko. Malarkumasura Murmudis Varoko. Admasura Vasku Voko. Jivan. Sabe lá não, eles são vacinas de lá não. I'm sorry. Esse lado com mais surreal, essa não diz lá. Esse lado com meio, com essa lá não diz lá. Vai jambo, vai no faro. Niga adi washugai. I'm sorry, Zimbabwe. Nakukumisa kutukelele. Kawe mudani wajinani. Nasi uno. Kauya pano. Vazhinji vangada kuzamutawire. Kuesei taitira pano.
Yes, President.
Nyaya yatawira pano ndeiyoyi. Nokumbira kuti mbonyarara titerere. Nyaya yatawira pano. Inyaya yokuti tasangwa nemazuva mashomanene. Misati tasvika kusarudzo dzakakosha. Sarudzo dzenyika. General elections evari pedyo. Tasarudzwa nemazuva anokwana kuita less than 470 days. Tasarudzwa nemazuva anokwana kuita 35 or so kuti ende kuby-election. Asi pamazuva asaraya. Mazuva aya vaifunga kuti vanga vatigona. Vakafunga kuti vanga vairiga. Ndokupanga muizive. Iyi yakasiwa naSawe takasiya ndakapuwa. Mulongezo wokwatiro kwava kurenga. Vaenda kunotora danga. Ngadeya munoda madanga. Sarange danga iro. Nemukudzi wenye yamuna dhaka boy. Sarai na dhaka boy wenye. You can capture the leaders, you can never capture the people.
Yes.
Unokona kunotenga vanhu. Unokona kunowapa zviwanikwa. Asi mwana weZimbabwe adzokere kumashure kusvikira shanduko yawanika. Pano lopa zvakatangira.
Yes, President.
Vana Mugabe nana Ngomo Pano ndadzokazve kuzoti Mugabe we, Ngoma we, Tangirai we, Gamengwa we, ndachitanga kupedzisa basa ramakatanga munyika yeZimbabwe. Pano crowd yanganana Mugabe nanawangomo ndokungatangoi chipfuure ndija. Thank you, my citizens, for keeping the liberation agenda afloat. Notenda tuya pano. Nasi uno tiri muna February. 14 February ndo patakashaitirwa negamba redu. Vazhinji vazive kuti handina kungozvigadza pandiri pano. Utungamiriri hunogadzwa nevanhu. Utungamiriri hunotendedzwa naMwari. Asi chakakosha
Richard.
vakati vaona mafambiro ezvinhu ndobva vaenda kunokumba zvose, vakanotora ma-MP, vakanotora Habesa, vikatitorai vakati toda kutora zvenguva tsvuku ndivatorai, vikatoda kutora anavatsvangirai Gatsula kunotora kumusha kwavatsvangirai nevagura ravatsvangirai asi kune vasingatore vakamira panonzwa nechiono chababa vanoziva kuti baba vanga vane muono gamba redu vakatisimudzira shanduka muZimbabwe. Uyu mwana ari pano ari kuinvesiti akadzoka, ari kugara muNorton, ari kushanda kwaari kushanda, achishanda neiyoyi yakasiyiwa naMudhara asi yava payero. Kamisa oye! Kamisa oye! Tiripo sawa! Basa tirikuona. Chotanga ndechekuti the struggle has reached a critical level. I'm a boy. It reached a critical level, my comrades, tikuti zvoni economy yedu nguona zvairi. Transport system yedu nguona zvairi. Vanhu vari kumira 40 minutes road. education system yedu mukuona zvairi. And me, I'm here not because it's fashionable to be here. I'm here because I believe it's only my answers yedu, nation yedu akuwanika panawachamisa. Hai tabasa. Sei condatenta Richard. Datenta Richard. Ngawa mwamuzwisisi. Kuti patakatanga chimurengai. Takaita chidzidzo. Kana vatangirai. Kana Gibson Swan. Kuti mafambiro edu munyika muno. Kana tisatane total change, wholesome change, wholesome change. Atidzokere kumashure. Yes. So Richard, we honor Mudara. Akabata basa rakanaka. Yes. Vision yakaiwire pasi. Zvaitaura kuti gadzira nyika kusvika yaita Milo. Tiri kugadzira nyika kusvika yaita Milo. Thank you for coming, young man. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. Wewe mnozizia ere kuti zvamuri pano musangano wenyu wamakatanga iyo manjenjenje yapepesa nyika yavhundusa vazhinji ichakoshesa nyika iyo yatakatanga ndoya muchaona kuti iri kuenda kumberi kuti igadzire zvinhu zvifambe zviende mberi. Vazhinji havasi kuzwisisa, nditeererei. Vezamuke, nditeererei. Ndaona mupana wangu senengama auya pano, uya pano mwana zvenku. Isso! I'm sorry. Mukoma with my leader, Advocate Nelson Chamisa, and the entire leadership. Handiti kupedza nguva ndoda kungoti ga. Shoko randinoda kutaura pano nderekuti uko kuri kuzamwa nevamwe vachifunga kuti kune zvichamuka, ini ndaivako. Ndikaraiza through the ranks kubva kune avanoti seo kusvika ndapinda mune inonzi Central Committee. Baba vanondiziva one on one tichitaura. All right, we have just lost the signal there from Harare. Please stay tuned. We're trying to reconnect back to Harare in the next few minutes. It's right here on Zimbabwe Daily on a Sunday. It's coming up to exactly 2 minutes after 1 p.m., where we are broadcasting to you live from. We've just been listening to the movement, well, the coalition, Citizens Coalition for Change, Zimbabwe President Nelson Chamisa. That was a live feed coming out of Harare, Zimbabwe grounds this afternoon. We've just lost that feed, and we are just trying to reconnect with our guys on the ground in Zimbabwe. So stay tuned. We will be right back. All right, Zimbabwe, just give us a few more minutes. We are doing everything in our power to get that signal back. Right here on Zimbabwe Daily. It's another high day in Zion, and we will be coming back to you. Just give us a few more minutes. I think there is definitely something going on in Zimbabwe this afternoon in terms of the government is obviously not happy with the live stream, and they're interfering with the feed coming out of Zimbabwe this afternoon, and we are trying our best to get in touch with our guys on the ground to continue with the live stream. We just got cut off there when the former ZANU PF youth chairperson Tsenangamu was giving a statement, a brief, short statement. He has long left ZANU PF and he is now part of the Shanduku. You know, everyone is talking about this new yellow movement. And Tsenangamu, who used to be a ruthless ZANU PF youth leader, has finally seen the light. And we'll be going back to Harare once again in the next few minutes. But for now, please stay tuned to Zim Daily. We will be right back. All right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is now been confirmed as we are following the events that we are getting from Zimbabwe. As you can see from the message on your screens, NetBlocks, who happen to be an internet tracking. This is the worldwide internet observatory organization that tracks the internet worldwide. They have just confirmed from the metrics, from what they're looking at, that the internet service is degraded for many users in Zimbabwe. The incident is likely to limit live streaming and access to online content, as Yellow Sunday opposition rallies are held at Highfields. So this is the organization that tracks internet activity worldwide. They call themselves the Internet Observatory. They track network disruptions and shutdowns, and they've got tools to do that. I do believe that this organization is based somewhere outside Africa. At least it says here they're based in London. They do not only do this for Zimbabwe, by the way, they're also tracking internet activity in countries like Ukraine. You know, Russia and Ukraine are actually on the verge of war as we speak. And just 33 minutes ago, they've confirmed that internet activity in Zimbabwe is being curtailed. As you can see from the metrics that are being shown here on the screen, WhatsApp activity is pretty much down almost 50%, 57% reachability. And all the other metrics, I think the failure rate, they also indicates this is abnormal failure rate that you're seeing there on the far right there. So mobile registration, Twitter, the status, they can't determine the status, but the reachability is 57%, which is way degraded compared, I think, under normal conditions would expect at least something above 90%. So we know that companies like obviously Telecel and Net1 that are heavily controlled by the government working hand in hand with the government here to try and limit the reachability, or rather to try and curtail the events that we have been watching in Zimbabwe. Liquid Telecoms, which is controlled by Masiwa, is also seems to be involved in stifling the voice that we all wanted to hear tonight, this afternoon. So there we are. We are continuing to follow. This is definitely coordinated, and the powers that be definitely are involved in ensuring that the message of change, making sure that that message doesn't reach all and sundry. So this is where we are, Zimbabwe. We are fighting a very brutal, and this is a regime that is not going to stop at anything until they achieve their objectives. They want to stay in power forever, and they will use all sorts of means to do that. And it's said that this is the things that we have to deal with as Zimbabweans, but there you go. Make sure you do everything in your power to encourage someone to register to vote. I think the idea that we cannot change things on the ground is what is actually keeping these people in power for long, because they know that if we just resign to our fates and kind of fail to take part in the upcoming elections, which is what they are trying to achieve by all these sorts of shenanigans, they do these things so that we lose hope. But I just want to encourage someone this afternoon. There is still hope. I mean, Mwari ndiwe munhu wese, uNkulunkulu ngowe muntu wonke. So ngithanda ukuthi lani ngilikhuthaze ukuthi nxa ungumuntu ongeke eZimbabwe but kulezi hlobo eseZimbabwe siyakhuthaza ukuthi lawe uzi-encourage ukuthi ziyevota. There's always this notion or the understanding that those that are in the diaspora cannot actually do anything. I beg to differ. I think we have leverage in terms of the amount of influence on the people on the ground. We do have some influence. So we want to encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, please do something. Do something. Let's do something about this. Let's not just continue crying about these things. I think we can definitely bring change, especially those of us who are in the diaspora. We do support our families back home. It's close as Zimbabwe, one way or the other. I think we can definitely do something about it. Encourage someone to register. Even if it means you have to pay for their bus fare, pay for their lunch for them to go and register to vote. And I don't think we are actually encouraging anyone to vote for anything, but all we are saying is get someone to go and register. At least as Hopewell Chingono, I mean, I've seen messages from Hopewell, and he says that one of the reasons why we haven't managed to bring any changes because everyone has kind of given up. But as long as we give up, then we are going to lose this game that we are playing with ZANU-PF. But I just want to thank everyone for taking time to be with us. Unfortunately, it is what it is. We have lost the internet feed from Zimbabwe. We are broadcasting to you live, obviously, from London, but we had our guys on the ground feeding us with that stream that we were showing on this page just a few minutes ago. But unfortunately, the powers in Zimbabwe have decided to block internet, so we cannot get that feed anymore. We'll keep monitoring the events. As soon as we find someone who can bypass their filters, then we will be able to bring you back that feed. Once again, it's 21 minutes after 1 p.m. right here in London on a Sunday. It's said that we've lost the feed. And the reasoning for those that are joining us, if you can just look at the screen, at your screen, you see this organization called the Internet Observatory, based here in London. They track internet activity worldwide, and not only Zimbabwe. It's said that NetBlocks is also reporting countries like Ukraine, where the country is actually on the verge of war with Russia. And the only two countries that are being reported by NetBlocks here is Zimbabwe, which is not in any state of war, and Ukraine, which is on the verge of war with Russia there. So you see internet activity also in Ukraine is being stifled there. We have the report from NetBlocks, and also these are the two countries, just to show you the level of dictatorship that we're dealing with here. Zimbabwe is a country that is not at war, and there's no reason whatsoever internet should be they should be disrupting or interrupting internet activity in Zimbabwe. But it is what it is. Companies like Liquid Telecoms, our great Masiwa, seems to also be, I don't know how much say he has in this. It's probably maybe a government directive that just gets sent to every telecom company in Zimbabwe, or maybe the government has got a plug somewhere where they basically switch these things off. No one really knows, but it looks like all these companies have coordinated to interfere with the internet activity in Zimbabwe. You can see here from this report from NetBlocks 39 minutes ago, the reachability in terms of WhatsApp is 57%, which is almost, you've got 43% failure rate there. So under normal circumstances, these numbers will be in their 90s, maybe 98, 99%, because you never really have 100% reachability. But anything below 98% is obviously suspicious. And this is what we are seeing here. So the biggest providers of internet, Liquid Telecom, as you can see there, we were hoping that the likes of Strive Masiwa would not be a party to this evil act in Zimbabwe. But they, for those of you who know, Strive Masiwa is somewhere here in London. Don't want to use the word hiding, but he seems to be pulling the strings from London. Don't know how much say he has in all this, but definitely I'm sure as the owner of these companies, especially Liquid Telecoms, which is one of the biggest providers of internet in Zimbabwe. I don't know whether he agrees with these decisions, but this is what it is. So we're monitoring the events, Zimbabwe. As soon as we get more information, we will be giving you more details. But for now, Chandra nenhubu kutonga nyika yedu dzaona zvakafanira kuti tisanzwe President Chamisa nhasi, but ivo vane rally yavo yavari kuita kumarondera. I'm sure they're willing to sacrifice even their own rally that is currently ongoing in Marondera Rudaka Stadium, as long as they can. They're happy to throw the baby with the water, isn't it? So as long as the message of change from Chamisa doesn't, nyaya yeshanduko havasida kuti nyaya yeshanduko ibude muZimbabwe. Saka ndevaya vatinoziva kuti he would rather die with you than to let you live. And they would rather go down with everyone than to allow nyaya yeshanduko kuti ibude muZimbabwe. Iyi ndaba esikhangelane nayo Zimbabwe. Ndiyakubona lana ukuthi besilalele uPresident Chamisa lapha just a few minutes ago, base bengenela indaba yakhona asakwanisa ukumuzwa ngoba i-internet eZimbabwe yonke isiblokiwe. Anjo le ngakhangela ku message esemaskrinini ngiyakubona ukuthi company leyo kuthiwa yi-NetBlocks iya-track internet activity worldwide. They are tracking Zimbabwe and they are reporting bayasitshela ukuthi internet eZimbabwe ayisamanga kuhle. So sikhangela indaba yakhona ukuthi sizabona ukuthi uzahamba njani, but okade iyi ndava esikangelane nayo ndonyaya takatasiyana nayo Zimbabwe. Tichaona kuti zvichamira sei handiti katinokutendai mese nekuteerera kwamama makaita. We thank you all for listening. We'll continue doing our best. So as soon as someone from our team in Zimbabwe finds a way out, I think one of the ways that we could bring this feedback is maybe via VPN, virtual private networks, allow you to bypass some of these filters. But we'll see what we can do as soon as we get more details from Zimbabwe. We'll let you know. Let's see if we can read a few more comments here, the comments that are coming from you Zimbabweans as we continue together. I just want to see if we can get some of the comments on the screen. Zanu inoenda chat andiri ndozviri kutaurwa nevamwe panapa. Come what may 2023 kure Zanu inoenda chat. Ndevamwe vari kunyora panapa painternet kuverenga macomments enyu ari kupindawo panapa. Umwe anonzi Ngoni Stanford is saying here, not sacrifice, they know no one abroad want to listen what ED will say. Anditi vara internet vazvivharirawo futi saka ivo havasi kukwanisawo kuti vastreame live their own meeting in Marondera. Ndo nyaya dzatiri kusangana nadzo nhasi uno vanhu veZimbabwe kuti Zanu is prepared to throw the baby with the water, anditi with the dirty water. Saka vavhara internet vakazvivharira futi anditi ndo zviri kuitika nhasi uno. Ngapinde hake mukomana. This is a message from Norman Mambeu Ambotongawo, and this is the message of change. Nyaya yeshandogondo yatakatarisana nayo masikati ano musi uno uri wesvondo watanga takateerera Nelson Chamisa. He was just about to address the meeting, the Star Rally, they're calling it. But just before, he was just doing some introductions there before the powers that be decided to stifle that voice. And panapa takatarisana pane vari paTwitter muri kuona messages dzatiri share panapa. Pane company inonzi NetBlocks inotracka internet activity worldwide. Company le umsebenzi wayo kukhangela ukuthi internet abantu bonke emhlabeni bayakwanisa ukuthola internet hancho. Sebekhangelile babona ukuthi eZimbabwe i-internet kunezinto ezingahambi kuhle nje. So sebengenele indaba yakho ne-internet ukuthi asakwanisa ukuthi si-stream live from Zimbabwe. So NetBlocks is an independent body. They're based in London. They've just confirmed 46 minutes ago that internet in Zimbabwe is degraded for many users. Saka ndonya yatakatarisana yanditi takamirira kuti vabvise pavavhara. Toda kuti timbonzwawo macomments ari kubva kune ruzhinji panapa kuti tione kuti zvakamira sei. Anditi tikunzwa kwamuri zvese panapa vari kuti you kindly send link anyone. Anditi Brian, hapana link shamwari. Ndo nyaya yatakatarisana nayo vanenge vakomana vatinodhila navo mazuva esa vaita zvavo zvezve. Anditi sevenzi into yavo leyana yekuti ekusivhalela kuti singakwanisi kuti sikhulume. Elinye ilizwe, just to show you the extent that ZANU-PF is willing to go, I just want to do some comparison for you here. If you look at these two tweets, and pane tweet iri pamusoro panapa, the Ukraine, and then immediately below that, now we have Zimbabwe. Ukraine, it's kind of understandable because vanhu vakamirira hondo, and kune hondo iri kuitika ku Russia and Ukraine. That's another story for another day. But we're in the same league here, and Ukraine aguna internet, Zimbabwe aguna internet. This is a country that is fully at peace. Aguna munhu who's there's no one who's trying to attack Zimbabwe. Vanhu vangoungana vakapfeka yellow, and that yellow color alone is enough for ZANU-PF to quake in their pants. So they've decided to block internet. And those are takatarisana nazvo anditika muri yeZimbabwe, but takatarisira kuti tingakwanise kuiona feed yazvakare. Saka ndosaka tikuona macomments enyu panapa. Tinokutendai mese makateerera pane chirongwa chatanga tinacho nhasi uno. Chirongwa cheshanduko, handiti newo kwauri ukoko unokwanisawo kuti uwane zvaunoita. One of the things, the main challenges that we face as Zimbabweans, there are people within our community, the so-called neutrals, and pane vanhu vaya vanonzi havana side. I think it's important to note that the neutrals are actually costing us a lot. Vanhu vaya vanogara pafence, and even Bible rinotaura, kana takupinda muBible rinotaura you can't sit on the fence. Unofanira kunge une side, and it's either you're in the right, you are choosing to be with the enemy, or wakamira nevanhu. Asi kuZimbabwe, is the biggest problem that we're facing as Zimbabweans is we have a lot of neutrals, and those neutrals, they will tell you kuti it doesn't affect them, and vanokudza sila bantu eZimbabwe abahlala efencing, and vanogara pafence. Anokudza kuti haazi weZanu, haazi weCCC, haazi weMDC Alliance, haazi vanokudza kuti they will just go with the flow. I think these are the people that are costing us. I've seen some posts online. Quite a number of you are actually taking this upon themselves to and are not very happy with the neutrals. Stand for something and mirror something. Yeah, fine. Mira nezanu. But kungogara pafence nenhamo dzatiri kuona kuZimbabwe, I don't think it's cool. I don't think zvinhu zvakanaka kuti ungogara wakadaro ungomira wakadaro. You can close the internet, but you can't close the love of the people towards Chamisa. That's another message there from Simbarashe Israel Murerwa. Thank you, Simbarashe. Lydia says here, tanzwane nama chadi zanu yaora ngapinde hake mukumana. Anditika those rutaurona Lydia kuda kwashara kuti hamuna mablackheads ere vaite bypass tionewo zvekuitika. Anditika mablackheads ndevaya vanhu vanoita, these are hackers, I believe that's what he's referring to, that can do something so that we can have our internet back. Anditika, let's see what happens. Kuda kwashe, we are following the events. We'll see what happens. Inini sekutoro kwandamboita vanhu vandine problem now kunyanya vanhu vanogara pafence, and vaya vanoti I don't care chero zvazvaita, ndo vanhu vari kuti costa ivavo. And we need to do something about the neutrals, or those that sit on the fence, those that don't have a side. Something needs to be done. I don't know whether it's re-education or whatever we can do to help our people out there, so that they realize that sitting on the fence is actually standing for something. You know, if you decide not to choose a side, you've actually chosen the side of the oppressor, because that vote that could have brought the shanduko that we are talking about is automatically cast for the oppressor, because you don't stand for anything. Let's continue to read some of the messages as we monitor the events back in Zimbabwe. Chamisa chikara chezana, and that's what CCC stands for. They are forming a typical GoFundMe link for CCC. Yes, teacher, I think there is a GoFundMe somewhere for those that want to contribute towards the fund. We will be providing you the GoFund link. I think the MDC have, I don't know why I keep referring to them as the MDC, but the CCC, Citizens Coalition for Change. They're trying to raise money for the elections. As you know, they rely solely on you citizens to fund their activities. So there is a GoFundMe somewhere. Please follow our social pages. We'll be sharing that so that you can, for those that want to contribute, you can do your part. Pana panonzi Lisa, well, hanzvadzi yedu inonzi Lisa tikuti ngayapinda hake mukomana. That's Lisa Tigwa Twidzo. Tinotenda Lisa. We are also hearing here from Gweru I, GNU Ainaka Nambasa, ndakaona Zimbabwe Rhodesia, victory is certain. Thank you very much for your comment there. Ngapinda ake mkomana, this is the message that is resonating with almost everyone. Mazwano anditika kangena ufanyana. Yeah, that's the direct translation there from Shona to Ndebele. Kangene ufanyana. Don't know if I got that one right. After forming the GNU after by-election with Monzora, they will postpone the 2023 elections, saying they have no funds. So this is Gweru I just speculating on what is most likely to happen in the next few days. He's suggesting that a GNU is in the making as soon as they will rig the by-elections, and then they will come up with some sort of an agreement with the Monzora-led faction or party, with the MDC Alliance Party, and they will postpone the elections, stating that they have no funds to fund the elections. So that's Domonirage, Mr. Gweru I there. Zavara network yawazviti. Zvevhara network yawazviti. Tichinjise pfungwa izvozvo. Ngapinda ake mukomana tiripo paCape Town apa. Anditi tokutendai pakapa. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. We are just following the events after forming Tambo's unzwa kuna Mr. Gweru I. Regeti mbonzo kuti vamwe vanotichipa ndipo ZANU is going nowhere. Ndo maonero ari kuitawo vamwe panapa vari kuti ZANU hapana kwairi kuenda. Yes, this is Ariel K. Marufu. That's ndo maonero ake ari kuti ZANU hapana hakuna chinhu chinorarama kusingaperi handitika. I think the situation that we're in, those that have been following the events would know PF, Patriotic Front in Zambia, they actually stood, they were actually standing in the same position as ZANU today. If you were following the elections in Zambia last year, you know, they were very ruthless. They did all sorts. In fact, they were even involved in disrupting the internet in Zambia. Saka hakuna chinhu chinorarama kusingaperi vanhu veZimbabwe. Mwari ndiwe munhu wese handitika. Even munhu anozviti vanhu vakaita sana Charamba, George Charamba and the likes, who think that they have a monopoly in Zimbabwe, vanozviona as they are the deplorables. Vanozviona sevanhu vari untouchable. They will have their day in court. I think some of the messages that the likes of George Charamba spew out there, I think they are very akin, or they could be very treasonous in so many ways than not. Zambia is a different political landscape. Mr. Ariel Marufu is arguing that Zagaitika Zambia will never happen in Zimbabwe. Let's wait and see, let's wait and see. Mr. Marufu, I totally disagree with that assertion. I think ZANU-PF stands in the same position as PF, the Lungu-led Patriotic Front in Zambia stood last year. I think I'm confident kuti nyaya yeshandogwe yatakagara tichitaura nezvayo since 2000, or even it's been going on for longer than that. I think takusvika kumagumo. Anditika Marufu anditika hanzi neutrals ndiwo vana maititi nana Java. Yeah, of course Java, at least Java does take a side. He has come out in the open to say he's a ZANU-PF supporter. So I don't think Java is a neutral person. Java is definitely a 100% ZANU. Neutrals atiri kutaura maybe vana maititi nana Madam Boss and the likes. We don't know where they really stand. Vanenge ndo vatiri kuti maneutrals vaya vanogara pafence ndo vatiri kutaura nezvavo kuti they seem to be costing us a lot. And we'll continue monitoring the events. All right, we we'll continue monitoring the events back in Zimbabwe. Takangomirira kuti tinzwe kuti izvo zvichamira sei. Handiti tina Mr. Ian panapo vari kuti Pastor Ian Love prophesied, but new beast with a new name, Triple C ngapinde inopinda. It's his time. God chose him for this time. None can fight God's will. That's someone they trust with the guy high. And it gari kuti Pastor Ian Love vakataura ivo kuti nyaya yeshanduko iri kuuya. Handiti mufundisi zvatauraona mufundisi ndizvozvo tinotenda zvikuru Mr. Trustworth. Mr. Ariel Marufu maintains that the elections in Zimbabwe have already been rigged, so there is no way that the opposition is going to win in Zimbabwe because the elections have been rigged. And how do you win a rigged election? Let's wait and see. Mwari isusu sevanhu vanotenda tinozvinzwisa kuti izvo Mwari ndewe munhu wese. And Mwari is not just mukaverenga Bible inoti the Lord will not keep silent forever. And regai tizvisiye mumaoko maMwari kuti zvichabuda sei. This is Nancy Muswe ari kuti we love Nelson Chamisa. Nothing is going to change. Change is inevitable. Thank you very much, Nancy. There we are also reading a message here from Memory Banda. No matter how much they can fight, the yellow movement, if God is in it, it will overcome. Change is coming. That's Memory Banda there. Thank you very much for your comment. We are just looking at some of the comments here coming from you, our listeners, as we are having to deal with the situation here. The internet in Zimbabwe has been disrupted. In other words, they have basically they're interfering with the internet connection in Zimbabwe. President Chamisa is automatically one. God is in it. And I think on this very note, we want to thank you, Zimbabwe. Thank you for spending some time this afternoon with us. Tinotenda nenguva yamava nesu. We have been checking. It doesn't look like there has been any improvement. Zimbabwe vatora internet yavo handitika pane munhu aenda plug yeInternet akasviko zomora chimuti, and ndo nyaya yatakatarisa nayo masikati ano. And let's just hope we've got our guys on the ground actually recording the rally itself. We hope at some point later in the day we'll be able to bring it to you as a delayed feed. But for now, as we sign out, what you are seeing on the screen is the confirmation from NetBlocks, who track internet connectivity worldwide. They've just confirmed that the internet service in Zimbabwe is degraded. So no one is actually, we are failing to continue with the live stream because of that. Even if they switch, even if the switch off internet, the event is being recorded, the message will reach the masses and we will see it delayed. Tazvijaira register to vote. Yes. Chamisa shungurudza vanhu handiti kateze tinobvumirana nazvo. Inini chinonyanyondinetsa ndevanhu vanonzi munhu anozviti Jamwanda. This guy here, Jamwanda, who seems all right, there you go. Mr. George Charamba, it seems to be, I don't know what's going on there. I think there's a video of MDC, or rather Triple C supporters. They are risking their lives. I think these are the things that they don't realize, the length at which people are willing to risk their lives just to listen to President Chamisa. So they are mocking those that seem to have fallen from a tree there. Vanacharamba varguti, but havasi kunzwisa kuti the masses are willing to risk their lives to listen to their leader. Vangani vari muzano who are willing to do that. And kazhinji kacho vanhu vanouya kumarali ezanu vanenge vapromiswa sadza nezvakasiyana-siyana, but tinoziva kuti most of the guys who attend Triple C or marali eshanduko, these are people that walk long distances. They have not been bought. They're genuinely supporters that are in need of change in Zimbabwe. That's a very sad thing happening there. Let me see if I can play that video. I think we, as you can see it on your screen, we have ZANU Triple C supporters. That's varikudona mumuti panapa. Let's hope someone apana munhu akwara, but pane vanhu vakarara pasi apo. Let's just hope they are okay. But these are people that are willing to risk their lives kuti vaone nyaya yeshanduko. Anditya. On that very note, we want to thank you, Zimbabwe, for taking time to be with us. Once again, this is Zim Daily, and it's coming out to 13 minutes to 2 p.m. Musi wesvondo wanhasi andiri tiri broadcast live tiri kuno kuLondon, nguva dzedu dziri kuti idzo 13 minutes to 2 p.m. Even if they switch off the internet, pane zvinhu zvaitika apo makatarisa pascreen penyu handitika pane vanhu vari kudonha mumuti vanga vauya kuti vazonzwa nyaya yeshanduko. Saka ndo nyaya yatakamirira panapa nditika regai tione kuti zvichamira sei. Tatenda zvikuru nekuteerera kwamakaita. Kana we will be linking up with you later on as soon as we have that delayed feed or the recorded video of the rally today. We hope to bring it to you later on in the day. For now, God bless you and stay tuned to Zim Daily, and bye for now.